Hi, this is Steve Childs, founder of the World Fairness Agreement. I think it's happening. So no one will be doing you wrong anymore after Transition Day. It can really happen. If they do, then you have like a hotline, fairness line. Call the fairness line. Somebody's doing me wrong. Tell them what it is. It might be trivial, it might be major, but it doesn't matter if it's trivial. The person's agreed not to do people wrong, so it might be a misunderstanding, so you'll get help from anyone doing you wrong, from your perception, and so we'll learn when we're in the wrong and when they're in the wrong. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Sometimes I think I'm in the wrong, but I think I'm in the right, but I'm not, because there's something I'm not considering and that kind of thing. So we're all trying to help each other. Tit for tat. So eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, forgiveness for forgiveness, love for love. Tell the Jewish people. So, and we all count the same. So we have ways to get compliance. If people don't agree to this idea of fairness for each other, we give them the crap. The Jews will agree. The Muslims will agree too. Everyone will. Okay, I want to talk about what is the oldest idea about God or gods? The oldest writing, and it was taught verbally before they developed the written language. It's twice as old as the biblical God. And it's from India. It's the Rig Veda, and it's called the Creation Hymn. So I'll just read it. This is what AI printed out for me. So I asked the question about which belief is older, theistic belief in God, or I said that the Rig Veda says that creation created the gods rather than gods creating creation. And what's the dates of the two beliefs? The hymn from the Rig Veda, Nasadya Sakta, Rig Veda 10.129. This hymn is part of the Rig Veda, which is generally dated between 1500 and 1200 BCE. In its earliest oral composition, it's dated from 1500 to 1200 BCE in its earliest oral composition. It presents a very open-ended, almost agnostic reflection. Creation may have arisen out of chaos, and even the gods came after creation. And questions whether anyone, even the highest seer, truly knows the origin. It questions whether anyone, even the highest seer, truly knows the origin. This idea of an all-powerful God, the idea of an all-powerful God who creates creation, this is central in Aramaic traditions, Judaism, Christianity, Islam. They call them the Abrahamic religions. The earliest textual witness is in the Hebrew Bible, Genesis 1, usually dated in written form to around 6th to 5th century BCE, though traditions go back further orally. So we don't really know how far back. Here, God is eternal and outside of creation. He creates heaven, earth, and everything within it. So here, God precedes creation. So in the Rig Veda hymn, the creation hymn, the creation created the gods. And we might not know where creation came from, because the highest one, might not know either. And if he doesn't know, then maybe we don't ever know. That's what it says in the creation hymn. So it goes further, it continues. So in terms of dates, the Rig Veda creation hymn, 1500 to 1200 BCE, Indo-Aryan oral tradition, India. That's the source of it. Genesis-style creation by an all-powerful God, 6th century BCE, Babylonian exile period, ancient Israel. Source. Though the idea may have earlier roots in Mesopotamian influence. This means the Vedic idea that creation gave rise to the gods is older in recorded form than the Abrahamic idea of one all-powerful God creating the universe. So, I think that's fascinating that you have the oldest creation hymn that I know of says that creation created the gods. There's creation stories all around the world, and they're varied, and they're interesting, and they're far-fetched, and they show the creativity of the human mind and the tradition of storytelling. This is something we should appreciate rather than being in a fight over. It's tragic that we're fighting over who's right about God. Well, I don't think anyone is, because none of us really know. But see, some of these religions use it to control, and they say if you say that, then you're against our religion, because everybody knows if you don't know that God is over you, then they'll kill you if you don't admit it. You know, it's like a system of surrender to us people that are teaching this. So the Bible talks about the burning bush. I can't remember where, but I watched a YouTube video, and I think it's in Afghanistan. There is a fire coming out of the ground that never goes out. And I don't know if anybody knows how long it's been burning. It's a gas leak. It's like natural gas that, lightning could have sparked it. We could look into it further. But when I saw it, I didn't research it that much. I thought maybe that's the burning bush of Moses. They think there was several different people writing in the name of Moses. It's like Paul in the New Testament. There might be more than one person writing in the name of Paul. So there's the Gospel of Thomas. So my friend I have, my spirit friend, she just told me that she wrote it. I truly did, she said. So it's possible that I have a connection to the remnants of the humans that lived, or that there's an afterlife where they still exist. I don't know. I'm not concerned about it. I'm concerned about my family being done wrong, raped, cheated, violence, wars, destruction of homes. That's the first thing to worry about, I would think. Like if we're so greedy, we got to have an afterlife guaranteed to us, or so fearful, so untrusting of God, that we're not providing for our families in lieu of that by stopping the wars. Does that make sense? So once you see that this fighting over religion and over property and over who owns what isn't necessary, then it's like, why are we still doing it? Because we can agree to provide for each other and care about all the other people. I've heard people explain it, we're all God's kids. Doesn't matter how old or what you look like, what your gender is. We're fighting over male and female, and some people are changing. And other people are born not male or female. Totally. It's a genetic thing. So, here again, isn't it more important to stop all the warfare and the crime and the people being raped, our children and our families being raped? There's another issue, like people are like, our white people are going to be a thing of the past. There won't be, the other people will take over America and there will be no more white people here. Well, there won't be any Chinese people either. After we become peaceful and more of us are crossing what was borders, rigid warfare, if you cross this border, you're dead. So that's gone, and they let people move around. So all the tribes are going to mix together. The Muslim, the Arabic tribes, there'll be the few tribes that are the most original without being mixed. Like in Europe, Northern Europe, there'll be white people that are still very much that original type of person that was white. So what? We all want to get a suntan, So where we're headed, if we don't kill each other, we're going to have the ability to pretty much pick our children before they're born in a helpful, unthreatening way, so that the child that's born is prone to be peaceful and without genetic problem and better looking. And it'll work for every tribe on the planet. So all of us become better looking, healthier, wiser. It's like the most important trait for humans to have is wisdom. Wisdom to not kill each other. Wisdom to not fight over things. Wisdom to cooperate so that we can create a wonderful future for people that are yet to be born. Thanks for listening.